Alright, welcome to the Lone Wolfer Garage Moto Vlog. I am your host, Lone Wolfer. Today, Michelle and I are out here riding with the fiance on her Suzuki Savage LS 650, and we are heading over to Hammonasset State Park. One of the great things about this state, Connecticut, is the park system. Right now, we have an amazing program. When you register a vehicle, you have a $10 fee, which lets you go into all of the state parks. Obviously, that makes it not free, but it is a much lower cost now than it used to be. Before, it used to be around between $9 and $13 or $15 to actually visit each state park if you wanted to drive in during the busy times, specifically on the weekends during the summertime. But now for that $10, you can go to any one of them any time of the year and not have to pay going in. Yes, the parks have become busier, which I actually find is a good thing, because that means more people are outdoors, more people are out here enjoying these beautiful spaces, and more people are taking advantage of the things that we pay for in this state with our taxes in general. Yes, there is a slightly higher tax now on everybody, but in the grand scheme of things, it makes it so much easier for families to go enjoy the outdoors, to have a inexpensive option for enjoying the area. Sadly, if you are from out of state, you do still have to pay an entrance fee, but it is nominal, and you're not going to be going here all the time like we are, or should be going for the local residents of Connecticut. But yeah, it's a really nice thing to have this option. A lot of the times I do actually just ride my bike over here because it is not far from where my house is, and it's not far from where I grew up. I actually grew up only about 2 miles from this park, and I used to come here sometimes every day in the summertime when I was a teenager. There is also a campgrounds, which isn't the best campground in the world. There aren't a lot of trees. There isn't a lot of personal space, as they are clumped pretty close together, but this is one of those state parks where they try to maximize the amount of people they can get into it, to utilize it and make money, to keep it up. And it is quite a large park. There are, I believe, three miles of beaches, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's one of those things that I don't know the exact number on it. I just know that it's a very long beach, from Meg's Point all the way over to West Beach, where it connects to the Madison beaches. But this state park has a large marsh area, and if you are an avid bird watcher, there are plenty of species to keep you interested every day for years, from the osprey to the cranes. Or in the springtime, there are just rabbits everywhere, and they're adorable. It's just so cute to see them, like, hopping along as you cruise through here. And yeah, I'm actually going to go take a right-hand turn here just to go through the whole thing. I'll give you a show of the entire ride through here. It's also a nice just area to go cruise through. As you can see over here, there are multiple birdhouses up here. Not really sure what these are for. These might be for some type of sparrow or something like that, or a purple martin. Purple martin, there we go. There's actually a sign there now that tells you what it's for. So if you just want to come and just, drive through or ride through on a motorcycle, it is a fantastic place to just come cruise. There's multiple open fields, picnic benches. There are multiple pavilions. Most of the pavilions here are for rent, so you do actually have to pay a fee to use them if you're looking to do that ahead of time. If you come here and there's no one there, I've gone and just had a picnic there myself, just for the hell of it. It's a lot of fun. I often come down here just to have lunch, bring some hummus and some veggies, or go grab a burger or a sandwich. Always a good time. But here is where it connects to the campgrounds, so you can actually walk down to the beaches pretty easily. Pretty sweet in my book. There's a bunch of Canadian geese flying out of here. Mind you, I hate those suckers. They're just flying rats in my book, and they shit everywhere. They're constantly in my yard because I'm on a lake, and they come into my grass to try to feed and poop everywhere and make it hard to walk around without any shoes on. Stupid flying rats. But yeah, there is a ton of parking down here. However, with the new fee of just $10 per vehicle for every 2 years, this parking has filled up, and the park itself, along with Rocky Neck, which is about 15 miles down the road, in the summertime are usually filled up on the weekends by noon, and they're not actually letting new people in. But that doesn't mean you can't go and park outside in multiple areas and walk in. There is another park actually right down the road that is part of just Madison's Townlands, and you can go park there and walk over. It's a short distance. Guess I'll go ahead of this guy because he's not taking advantage of me letting him go. And here's a bunch of seagulls. Hopefully they don't shit on me. Those all look young. Oh, there's the old one. There's the adult of the pack flying behind. But yeah, it's a nice gray New England day here on the first full day of fall. Maybe follow around with my hashtag #FuckIt'sFall. I love this time of year. I love the weather. I love when it cools down a bit. I love the smell in the air. I love the feel. But that means that riding season is going to become much shorter and possibly come to an end once we start getting snow. A nice thing about New England is that you never know what the temperature or the weather is going to be, and sometimes we get a big break, either for multiple days or even for at least a day, that we get temperatures above freezing, and so riding doesn't suck. Mind you, I will ride if it's below freezing as long as there is no snow or ice visible on the ground. The one big issue with that, as I mentioned a few vlogs ago, back during the winter time, salt just eats paint and eats metal here. It's pretty terrible, so I gotta wash my bike every time, and when it's below freezing, washing a bike outdoors kind of sucks and is kind of fruitless when it comes down to it, and I don't have a garage to go do that in, which sucks. But I am willing to do it just to get miles under my belt, because that feeling of riding, as many of you know, it is kind of irresistible sometimes. It is a bit of a drug itself. It's a good drug. It's a fantastic drug. There's no real ill side effects other than crashing and dying. But yeah, as we head through East Beach and now on to Meg's Point and this lovely ride, it becomes worth it. And they do take care of this park in the wintertime as well. They plow it, so it is usable, even if it's just to drive down here and go on a bicycle ride or go for a walk when it's cold out, if taking the bike out isn't optimal, or even something I can do because maybe it's snowed in, because sadly where I park, the snow can cover the whole yard and make it impassable. But like right now, first full day of fall, it's perfect outside, enjoying a wonderful ride with the fiancé, and it's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is one of my favorite places. Growing up, having come here all the time, it holds a very special place in my heart. And as we approach the end of the ride, I just want to call out to any of you guys, if you have any favorite state parks near where you live, or any favorite national parks near where you live, because some of you I know actually live in larger areas that actually have national parks. Connecticut does not actually have any BML or national park lands. We only have state parks, and they are all fantastic and great places to enjoy, and I highly recommend in Connecticut, if you can get to them, do that. And as many of you know, the White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire is one of my favorite destinations, as I have Made many vlogs about riding there and camping there and even just driving and visiting there. Yeah, I'd love to hear about any of the state or national parks near where you fine folks live. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the first day of fall in some capacity. If it's not riding, then at least having a good day off, or even a productive day working. I know some of you guys have to have some hours clocked at the JOBs. But yeah, rock on, guys.